As we get started in Schoology, let's take a look at the general layout of the screen so we have an idea of where we can find things. First of all, on the home screen, there are two main tabs, Recent Activity and Course Dashboard. The Recent Activity area is going to show you the central column, which has condensed versions of posts and updates and things like that. And then on the right-hand side, it's the upcoming feed, which shows you things that are approaching. The course dashboard is going to show you all of your courses, and we'll get into that in a different video. Across the top of your screen, if you wanted to go back to the home page, you can click on the icon in the upper left-hand corner. If you wanted to, again, look at your courses, you could click on courses. But there's also something called groups up here. And groups are a couple of different ways that they can be used. One, you can create groups for some of your clubs and organizations. So for example, National Honor Society, they're a great way to communicate and share resources and things like that. And you can also be a part of other groups, not only your school groups, but also public groups. And this can be a great way to learn from others and kind of expand your PLCs that you have so that they are on a more of a global level. And so any one of these here are some of the global groups that you can join. Another tab on the top is the resources. And resources are a way that you can store instructional and shared group materials. That's kind of where you keep things. And they can be reused into a course or a group, kind of like a big filing cabinet, if you will. And if you look along the left-hand side, there's kind of a left-hand navigation here. So I can see my personal resources. I can see public, group, or app resources. Now, I'd like you to take a little bit of time as you explore and get into the public resources. And again, this is where you can, instead of starting from scratch, you can go and find things that other people have created. They can be assignments, they can be folders, and they can even be entire courses that are things that you could use. And once you find them, you can add them to your own resources so that you can edit them or put them into a course, however you may need those. So if you find something you like in the public resources, you can add them to your personal resources as well. You can certainly create things right in resources. This will look very similar to a course in that you can add all of these things into a course, but you can add these into your resources as well. One note that it's made from experts that say that to use folders to organize your resources, that way things can stay organized and you can find them a little more quickly. If I go over to the right-hand side, you're obviously going to see the search if you want to look for things. Then you're going to see the App Center. And the App Center has a number of apps that are connected to the Schoology platform. And some of these, as you can see, Skyward is up here. Some of these we will be attaching as a district that everyone will be connected to, and others will be connected more on an individual basis if you would like to connect the app on there. You can certainly browse through the number of apps that are there. And as I said, some of these will be added as a school-wide kind of resource. And if you find one that you like, you can simply just click install the resource app and agree. And then you can decide, I can decide as an administrator whether it's going to go to the organization or install for me. The calendar is also another choice up at the top in the right-hand corner. And as you create assignments with due dates or folders for completion, things like that, they're going to show up on this particular calendar. And there is a way to tie this to your Google Calendar as well. The mail here is a way that you can message. I guess a better way of saying is a message center that you can message students, parents, group members, things like that through here. The bell is where your notifications would be located. And then if you click on your name over on the right-hand corner, there's a couple of things here. One is your profile and the other is settings. In your profile, you can change some specific things about you. For example, you can change your profile picture here. You can add your position. And if I click over here where it says write a short bio, I can add things about me in here. as well as interest and activity, contact information. I can put this all into my profile. Under settings is where I could change things about how my name is displayed, as well as I mentioned, you can merge your calendar here or change your password. You can also adjust on here notifications if you want to be receiving notifications for assignments being turned in and things like that. So that's kind of an overview of the Schoology screen.